3 now.
The fate of the whole world is in my hands.
You foolish man. I am a Jito Ryo master. Allow me to reunite you with your ancestors.
Unbelievable destructive power. Power, 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 power.
What's up, everyone? Another Kazooie here. How you guys doing today? Welcome to another episode of Noonami. Hope you guys are having a good day. It's Friday, everything else, all that good stuff. So we're here for another adventure, another fun, another of anime and everything else we got. So we got some stuff to talk about, a good amount of stuff. We got my good friend here, Vito. How you doing, man?
What's going on?
Yep, you're doing good, man. So, all right, let's stop this. So yeah, man, we're here, man. September's almost over, man. Jeez.
Yeah, it is.
Surprising. It's like we're going through this year by so quickly. It's great.
Yeah, it's normal like that when you're busy.
It's true.
That
is true.
You know what I mean?
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
When you're busy, the year just
Yeah.
escapes you.
Like I can't believe summer is like we're gone through summer so quickly. I'm just like, wow, it didn't even feel like a summer.
Right.
You know, we have these weird type of weathers and different things like that. And we're like, all right, what's going on here? So, also we got our other co-host over here, Ben. He's here, Obadiah. How you doing, buddy?
Ben Kenobi.
Yep, he's here. Yep, and as you can see, I have a whole new layout. I did some changing around and stuff. So yeah, now you can see a little bit more extra things instead of just a simple little wall with somewhat of Marvel and stuff like that. Now you get to see a bunch of figurines and stuff I got. You know, his playpen a little bit better. I do have something that's kind of behind this chair. I actually got my favorite jacket came in today. I was like, yo, I'm excited for this. I needed this jacket. So let me go show this off real quick before we actually get into our episode here. If you want to say, hey, buddy, don't touch nothing. I know you well enough. Yeah. I snagged this bad boy.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
dope.
I just got this in today. I was like,
That's what's up.
yeah, I literally had to get that. I was like, I need this in my life because last year I saw it. I wanted to pick it up and they were sold out. I was like, oh my God, are you serious? And then I seen they announced it. It's like, oh, we got them back. Like, I'm buying now. Gimme. If it's nice and comfy, I was like, oh my God, I love this jacket. So yeah. So if you guys know, besides of anime, if there's any cartoons I'm a big fan of, it's definitely a Goofy movie. This is one of my biggest favorite cartoons. Like any Disney movies whatsoever, it's gonna be a Goofy movie, hands down. You can get like if it was like a Goofy movie shirt, a jacket, you know, even the whatever, anything that's like anything that's a Goofy movie situation, just get it for me, and I'll be like happy as like I'm a kid in a candy store. I'm sorry, like I say that's the only cartoon I think was like the all-time best out of every other Disney movie. But it's totally different. But other than that, of the introduction and everything else, let's get into our icebreaker here. So Vito, what are you currently watching, man?
So I finished up To Be a Hero X, and that was pretty cool. Basically, all 24 episodes are out, so they had the season finale last week, I believe, last Saturday. So if you guys have not watched that, definitely I recommend it. It's pretty cool. The story, the way the story is, and how the stories, all the different characters in there, how their stories collide. Because every episode is, not every episode, but basically it has like arcs and like focuses on like 4 episodes focuses on like one character. You know what I'm saying? And then somehow that character like intertwines with another character that you just seen or is about to, you know what I'm saying, like be talked about. So it's very, very Crash like. You remember the movie Crash, as far as like storylines, like all these like stories that connect each other together. It's definitely one of those type of stories or whatever, but it's still pretty cool. The action is nice. The animation is nice. I like the way they flip different carts.
The
like,
2D and 3D. Oh, the
art
2D
forms. No, actually, no.
Oh.
Even with that, even within the anime itself, like that changes art form. So it's like it's crazy how they did it, and it seems as if they had like multiple artists, you know, working on this. So it's definitely you know, a real good made up anime. You know what I'm saying? I truly enjoyed it. The other one that I'm watching.
that one starts with the G, I'm guessing.
Yeah,
Like gets to something. I'm looking at the name. Yeah.
To something, yeah.
Like it's like gotcha
stepping up.
heat something. I can't remember. I'm looking at the name right now as we speak.
Yeah, it's that's a very interesting anime. Very cool. They have some black characters. That's the biggest thing that's kind of been going on. Like line is about the black characters and how they are portrayed, how they look. They designed these black characters very well. So of course, Black Twitter is definitely going ham right now. Like, yo, who you cosplaying as? You know what I'm saying? like when it's time to go to like, some of these Comic-Cons and who are you cosplaying as and blah blah blah. So you know what I mean? Like that's pretty cool that they have a nice little range on how they're coming out. You know what I'm saying? Like they're catering to everybody. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just one group of people. They're really like kind of like anybody can be here or can be, you know, if you're not familiar with the story, like pretty much people are in this limbo, and basically it's just showing like basically anybody can be here, and you know, run some things or be a threat or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like be something great down there. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm enjoying that. Other than that, I normally on a normal basis, I think I've said this many times, I just don't stick to watching animes all the time. I always had to have like live actions and other series that I watch. So as far as my anime, those are the only ones I'm watching right now. Other than that, I'm basically trying to catch up on some other stuff outside of anime. You know, like Peacemaker. I still haven't the season 2. I still haven't caught up on my Foundation season 3 yet.
All right.
So I definitely got some other stuff I got to look into. But of course, I'm waiting on, you know what I'm saying, the new seasons of these other animes that me and you were talking about earlier and stuff.
Yeah,
like
and
that.
we'll be getting to all that. We'll be getting all that today's episode as well. So the new stuff. So yeah.
Hey, I'll be right back. I got
Oh, you're good.
stuff away.
So as for me, I just actually finished. There are 2 animes I actually watched so far this week, and I've still got a ton to go through. Which I'm going to start plowing through a good amount of stuff. The only 2 I actually watched was episode 11, the one before the final episode of the Rise of Shield Hero season 4. So this is actually getting very interesting where we at right now. Because if you have not seen the latest episode for this week, it looks like we're going to be fighting. It looks like we're dealing with someone who is now looking like Raptalia. So this is going to be very interesting. So I'm kind of want to see how this final episode is going to play for next week, because I'm actually curious about that. So there's that. And then the other one I end up finishing, I'm going to actually dealing with the Mikado sisters is a breeze. I finished the final episode of that because I was curious how I was going to go in, because I wanted to know how this was going to set, like how this is going to play, because how it ended, or how the previous episode ended. Sorry, and Obadiah's messing with a bunch of stuff here. He sees anything, he says, "Hey, leave that cord on. No, leave that cord." And he, like, right now, he's literally in front of my computer with a bunch of cords and stuff, but he's like, see one cord and he sees a bunch of lights. It's like keyboards and mouses and pads, and he's like, "Ooh, shiny thing, I want to touch something." But anyways, so he's gonna kind of mess around with stuff, so I'm gonna have to stop him from time to time. And yeah, he's all happy to. Yeah, but anyways, yeah, dealing with the Mikado sisters is a breeze. The last episode before the final, I was very curious, like how it ended and how it started. I was like, all right. So you left us with somewhat of a cliffhanger, how the last sister is going to deal with this tournament and everything else. So we end up seeing how it's complete, and I was like, well, since this is the last episode, I have to see where I need to be at to get ready to read the manga. I took a tiny little glimpse of it from the manga, but I didn't read all the way through. So I was like, nope, let me just I just only saw the starting of the final episode, but I never read through the whole thing, how it ended, everything else. But watching it was good. I actually seen what happened and everything else. So it definitely was a good episode. It definitely set the stage for season 2, because how it ended was, wait, what? So your rival's at the house now? So what's going on here? So I literally so then once it finished, I actually read the manga to see what happened. I was like, oh, this is actually kind of funny. So there's gonna be a bunch of funny stuff happening. So I definitely know we're gonna be getting a season 2, because if you're ending it with like your rivals at the house and the sisters are flipping out that why is this girl here whatsoever, yeah, it's gonna be a season 2. So that means there's a lot more to come, because I believe there's I think the manga has let me see. If Obi doesn't really do anything here. Let me see. All right, cool. I believe there are. Oh shoot! I log in. That sucks. That sucks for me. Sorry. Give me a second. I'm about to answer this question real quick. My stuff. Hi. Oh, ow. Okay, funny baby. Welcome back.
All right, I'm back.
I got Funny Baby going ham right now. Now is it finishing the two animes I was actually watching. Explain about the Rise of Shield episode 11. Just a little clip of it real quick. And then the other one I watched was it was basically called the Dealing with the Mikado Sisters is a Breeze. I kind of explained a little bit of that, and I was saying that how it ended definitely set the stage for season 2 because it's kind of funny how it ended. And I was like, all right, cool, we're actually getting this part. So so it's actually cool. There's still a lot of animes I'm still watching. Like now that good stuff are done, like let's see, Clevitus actually finished their final season. Vending Machine, or I just say the shorter version, not the stupid long versions of names. Like the vending, what's the full name? I'll just say, Reborn as a Vending Machine is basically finishing. I'm going to watch the last episode of that. I believe maybe today or tomorrow. I might watch that to see how it is because it seems like it's about to get intense from what I've seen. Delta finally finished their final season, and it's like I said, there's a good amount of stuff that I'm going to name off here that are getting their next seasons that have been announced already. So I'll get into moving into the news and different things like that. But yeah, there's still a lot more I'm coming into. I know. Oh yeah, that's right. Call of the Night is actually ended today as well. The season 2. So yeah, so there's a good amount of stuff that's actually ending. So we'll get into all that and the stuff for our animes and stuff. But those are the two I've actually watched so far. I'm going to try to get into more other stuff. I may actually, and I gotta go into Netflix because one of my major ones I wanted is basically on Netflix, and they basically have 2 episodes. What's up, buddy? Hi. You see shiny things? You see shiny things? You see a lot of shiny things? You can't get to one of them because you can't push the button. Yeah, there's a lamp here that's actually you can't get to because it's blocked. So, but other than that, yeah. So that's pretty much what I have for animation and stuff like that. What I've been watching. But if you guys have any animes you guys are checking out with Sora, please let us know in the comment down below, and we'll go from there. So let's get into the news because there's a ton to go through, and I mean, looking at it from this list, there's announcements, everything else. You know, who's getting season 2s, who's getting season 3s, who's getting stuff. So, as I said before, as I'm going through the list of everything of the animes are ending, like I said, down to that, I'm just going to name off, I'm just going to say all stuff. So far, we know they're getting their next, either getting their next seasons with their final episodes and everything else. So we know Clevitus is actually getting their next season 2, which everything has happened from there. I know Duntana is getting their season 3. They've been announced as well. Let's see. I'm trying to remember another one on my list. I think the Reborn as a Vending Machine is getting season 3. So I just saw that. I just saw that popped up like no more than like a minute or two. I was like, wait, what? Yeah, like just now I'm looking at it. Just got announced as season 3. I was like, what the heck? I guess, and then Clevitus got announced season 2, but I guess there's an update to it, so there's that. Let's see what else on the list. So that was like the normal, usual stuff. Like we basically know as things are coming along, we know. I'm more speculating for tomorrow's episode, which is the final episode for the My Dress Up Darling. I'm guessing we're either going to get a season 3 or we're going to get a movie, but judging from the situation, 9 times out of 10 I'm thinking a movie in my head. That's going to be obvious, but we'll see how that plays out. But as like actual news, I see one thing that caught my attention is very interesting. So it says what we got here is that shout out to again Animation News Network for all the news they got and everything else, so definitely shout out to them. So what, you see something good, buddy? He's talkative today. He's very talkative. All right. So Disney's Webtoon plans plan new digital comic platform. So let's see. So this is what we got on this. Let's see. Disney Webtoons agree for Disney to apply 2%. Wait, what the? Hold on. Let's get into more details of that. That sounds weird. Okay, Walt Disney Company and Webtoons Entertainment announced on Monday they have signed a non-binding term sheet to develop a new digital comic platform. Very interesting. Looks like they have, let's see, the service will include more than 35,000 comics from across the Disney portfolios, including Marvel, Star Wars, Pixar, and 20th Century Studios, along with Webtoons original titles. Interesting. That's very interesting. I wonder how that's going to play out. So I don't know. It sounds good. But again, we're talking about Disney of all things. Nothing bad with them. It's just like I can see it, but at the same time, I'm just like, I don't know if this is a money grab or not. It might.
Oh, definitely. I mean, I think if I'm not mistaken, there's even talks of like Disney acquiring some sports streaming situations. So they're in a monopoly situation actually. So that's wild that they're even doing what you're talking about right now. So I'm like, yeah, that's definitely a money grab. You know what I'm saying? Bob Iger is definitely a money grab person. So yeah, that's not. I don't think it's a bad thing, but I don't think it's a
good thing. Yeah, that's the part. Yeah, that's the part that bothers me. It's like I'm on the same page. Like I don't see it as a bad thing, but I also see I don't see it as a bad thing, but I also don't see it as a good thing either. So it's like a yin and yang or a hidden. It's like a hit and miss situation basically. Exactly.
Pros and cons to it.
So that's what kind of bothered me a little bit. So I'm like I see where you're going with this, but is it really going to catch people's attention? Especially as Disney of all things with the situation that they're in right now. So I don't know. Well,
yeah, they're gonna have to have something passed for them to be able to do some stuff like that, and
yeah. So So I'm definitely gonna keep eyes on this a little bit more because it's like it sounds interesting, but I want to see how it plays out. Like I kind of want to see like when it starts going into effect, like going live and stuff. I kind of want to like see and hear reviews and stuff and see what people are saying about it because I'm curious. You know, I can't just like go dive in on my own and just like, all right, cool. Like this seems like cool. This don't seem like it's like I want to hear what people's opinions are with that. So, let's see. Oh, so. All right, yeah. So also, before I go into another topic we have here, which is going to be very interesting, I do want to give a shout out to Sandstorm. Even though Sandstorm can't be here, found out that our good friend Sandstorm is actually watching the Demon Slayer movie as we speak. So shout out to him and actually checking out. So we'll definitely have another episode where he'll be here and he'll give us a little bit of a lowdown on how the movie was and stuff. So definitely stay tuned next episode for that. So we have a little extra information on that. So I'm very curious about the movie because I don't know if they're going to bring it over to, which I think they are, but I feel like we don't know if we're going to actually get it over to streaming platforms, but not anytime soon. But I think we are because that's what happened with the Slime movie. So we may get it, but it may take some time. But let it hit theaters first and let it have the sales and stuff for that. So, all right.
Hey, that was crazy, bro. They just had a grand finale over there. That was.
Oh yeah, I heard.
Like I don't know what they was doing, but it just got louder and louder. I'm like, that's too many fireworks, and I was gonna be.
Oh man. Outside. So. You bugs
well.
Okay, so our next topic, which I just saw this, and I was like, whoa, okay, sounds like there's going to be some information we need to find out. So, Bandai warns against AI generation images use its trademarks. Okay.
Say that one more time.
Bandai warn against AI generators image using its trademark. So we got here, it says Bandai depending on the generated image post it's on the social media may raise suspicions of copyright inflations or other illegal activities. Please exercise caution when posting. So basically they have two different, they have basically on the screen they have like usually Bandai has like the Bandai with the red, with the whole red and white basically. So then there's one that's next to it. It's like it's blue and white. It's like the whole thing is blue, but it's white. So apparently, I guess some people are kind of doing copyrights of their platform and stuff, using their logos. Saying like, oh, this is Bandai when it could not be, but you're actually using their logo and stuff. So I guess they're trying to fix that, deal with that process, and it's getting
or it could be a situation where it's like just like YouTube or you know what I'm saying, like other social medias, like
Yes.
somebody would generate maybe one of their like products or something like that, and it has their trademark on it, but like the way the AI does it, it alters it to the point where they can't technically do anything about it. But now they're probably figuring out how they can get around that and actually, you know what I'm saying, get people for uploading these images, and it's not them, because basically
Yep.
these images are starting to get very, 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 very spot on, especially on like animes and stuff like that, and animations and things. They're starting to get so spot on, is to the point where it's like, dang, is that really our product? You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Like, is that coming from us? So yeah, I can see them doing that. Basically, just almost like the AI generated music with the voices type thing. Bandai is probably doing that with their products in general. What it sounds like, you know.
Yep, and you're
So-
and you're absolutely correct on that, because that's basically, because I scrolled down a little bit further down and it showed like someone had a figurine, is like they actually made a figurine on the computer and stuff, like basically use what's that thing called, like a 3D model kind of yeah. So I saw that, I was like, okay, that could be the reason why. So yeah, that's definitely what it is. So so yeah, that was one of the things.
So all y'all people generating Dragon Ball
Or some,
or
exactly.
anything like that, be careful.
Yep, definitely be careful. Let's see. So here's something very interesting, and I have no idea what that is. Anyways, so for you guys who are a big fan of Chainsaw Man, so apparently we have so basically we have, well, I'm looking at it because it's actually talking about the ending song, but I'm not looking at that from this perspective. So this is actually one of the newer ones that actually was on the list, but it's also a part of the news that popped up, because they didn't give us the natural release date of the movie. So we do have a release date of when this movie is coming out, the Chainsaw Man movie. So the release date for us in the United States is actually October 24th. So let's see, 7 days. It's going to be seven. It's 7 days earlier. So it's 7 days earlier than the original schedule, which was actually which is actually October 29th. So yeah, so we're getting it 7 days early. So hey, if you guys are a big fan of this and been waiting for this movie, here it is. We got it right here, coming 7 days early than normal. So I was like, all right, cool, that worked. I'm like happy about that. Let's see what else we got. It's like news, like say everything here is like final up. What's going on? How they find out? Funny baby. Hi, funny baby. Oh, you doing this again? You don't. There we go. What are you doing? You doing this again? He always does this. So when he gets in front of my face, he'll start moving around. Like if it was music playing, he'll be like in my face, moving back and forth. Like, "Are you see me? You see me? That you see me, Daddy? Hi, hi." Let's see. I'm trying to look for something else, because again, what the heck? That's okay. That's weird. I didn't expect that one. Oh wow, that's interesting. Because that's actually going to be one of the trailers we're going to be talking, which I finally found the trailer for this. So this is actually going to be something interesting. So Hulu is actually getting a couple of animes on the list that's going to be streaming. So I was kind of curious about one of them, but I didn't expect this one to be on the list. So because Crunchyroll's getting it too. But anyways, so Hulu is streaming One Punch Man Season 3 and also Digimon Beat Break anime. So we do have a trailer for that. We're going to be checking out that as well, because I was trying to look for one. I never got a chance to see the trailer, so we'll definitely be checking that at the end of this episode. So Digimon Beat Break. I don't know why I say Breaker because I feel like it should be Breaker. Sorry, Digimon Beat Break is gonna be showing on Hulu, streaming on Hulu on October 5th. So I don't know anything about this one. I'm curious about it. I was very surprised by it, and I'm actually looking forward to see what this is all about because it looks kind of like a mystery anime too. So it's interesting. But they end up finding out that One Punch Man Season 3 is going to be on Hulu as well on October 12th. And you're going to be playing with the printer. Yeah, if you hear beeping noises up, he's playing with the printer right now. And it's a touchscreen too. Like he tried to scan something one time. I was like, okay, kid. Yeah, he just pushes up and like, yeah, now it's asking me to do something. So yeah, so if you guys actually look forward to seeing this, definitely stay tuned later. We're definitely gonna be checking out the trailer for that because we got a good amount of trailers and we got some good ones this time, some really good ones. So definitely stay tuned for that. Let's see. I think my last news I have. I love that. Oh wow, do I really want to bring that up? Do I really want to bring that one up? Because it's so much. What the heck? I don't know. It's a toss up between these two. So it's like, what sounds better? Talking about the live action One Piece season 2, or talking about Power World getting some new stuff for Power World? I don't know. It's tough. It's tough.
Yeah.
Because Power World has been in this. You know what? Let's go with Power World because Power World is one of those things where it's like, I know this is a game and everything else, and I know this should be in the video game section, but I mean, it does fit in the category of what we're doing with Pokemon and everything else, so Power World kind of fits the bill. So here's the deal with Power World. So Power World Games is launching so we're basically getting the full so Power World game to launch full version 1.0 in 2026. So apparently there's a bunch of stuff that's supposed to be coming out with this. And when you can be that. You're not supposed to play with that stuff. Yeah, so pretty much I saw something popped up and I think Power World was getting a massive updates with a bunch of stuff, early access and everything else. So let's see what we got. It says here. Really? He's messing my computer. Buddy, I'm gonna start picking you up. Give me a second before I talk about this. Alright, come here, you. Come here, you. I know you like to scratch on things. You got these nails. And you got, and your other mouse is here with you, the back piece. Nice. Anyways, this kid's lovely. Alright, so Pocket Pair announced, and that's, I guess, the name of the company. Pocket Pair announced that the first full release version 1.0 of its Power World game will launch in 2026, thus ending its Steam early access status. Pocket Pair, yeah, that's interesting. Let's see, Pocket Pair streams a video about its work leading up to the release, focused on fixing bugs and tuning gameplay mechanics before the game launched next year. Interesting. I didn't think. Then again, we did get it like early and everything else. So, because I know Xbox got it first, and then PlayStation finally got theirs later. So, and I thought Steam. Well, then again, Steam was actually, if you're on the computer, like the I think Game Pass, I believe. They had it. So technically, oh wow. So Mac is actually getting it too. So the game launch for Mac is going to be Mac OS is going to be on March 4th of, I guess, 2026. So Mac is finally getting it. That's surprising. Interesting. I don't know. But when I saw it, it was like talk about like a massive overhaul update. I was like, all right, what's going on here? So even though I have not started playing it, I have the game. I have not touched it yet. But I need to at least kind of get some type of start of it just to get an idea like how it feels and stuff, because it is going to be a little different than Pokemon and Digimon. So it's something new. Try it out. But it's just the fact that I was like, you're getting a massive update. What's going on here? And I think I saw that happen maybe a few days ago. I saw the update for it. So,
Yeah.
and so there's that. Now into our final thing before we get into our major talk of our topics is going to be our rank. It's the rankings of everything's happened from all these episodes, because since this is, like I said, this leads into our biggest segment, which is basically, like I said, summer ends, and fall begins. So let's talk about the anime. Well, we'll talk about these rankings, what all these animes are at, because we're just now getting all their endings and done. So we'll see where we go, and we'll start down the list of what I got, of what I know so far. So as the first on the list, Call the Night season. Let's see, Call Night season 2, as of being completed, is actually at a 4.5, surprisingly, because that means it's actually doing good. So judging from clips I've seen, it looks like it got super interesting and dark in its own way. So I definitely need to check it out. Dun 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 season 2 is finally ended. It actually got a 4.3, so that's good for where they're at. So I'm actually happy about that. So this means they stepped up the plate a little bit more. So the anime I checked out, which is basically dealing with the Mikado sisters, is a priest, got a 3.8, which is fine. It's a fine score. I'm not mad about it. I'm not saying it should be better. It definitely shouldn't be worse, but it's a good spot, mid score. This one is not finished yet, but I won't bring it up. It's basically the Seventh Prince. So Seventh Prince and Shield Hero I will not bring up because they're not their final episodes. Their final episodes will be next week, so I'll keep them to the side for now. Let's see, Reborn as a Vending Machine got a 4.1, which means they must have upped the ante a little bit, especially the final episode I have not checked out. So there's that. Clevitus has got a 4.5. I mean, the anime has literally been nothing but like, from what okay, let me give you a simple synopsis of where's that one thing I saw? They talk about the final episode, but I'm going to read the very beginning of what I read. Basically saying in season now, the very first part says, Return the King, conclusion, this outstanding first season of Clevitus with bombastic, it's just nothing but shocking violence, enough genuine power. It's basically a lot of stuff happened, and it's been violence after violence after violence after violence. It's really, Obi, you gonna cover your ears? I'm sorry. Like, I literally started saying that, he just covers his ears.
No, he been actually doing that for a minute, but he'll keep doing that.
What's up, buddy? You okay?
I think he's discovering he can do that. Like, I can cancel out noise.
There you go. So so basically, a lot of stuff happened from start to finish, and this anime has been nothing but a bunch of violence. So I definitely recommend checking this out. But for being a 4.5, I'm fine with that score. I think it should be a little bit higher, but I'm fine with the score. Definitely fine with that. Let's see what else is on the list. You want to get down? We're not going to talk about that anime should burn. That anime definitely should burn. Because after I heard about what happened in the manga, I was like, that anime should burn easily. We're not talking about where is that anime that I don't like? Rent a Girlfriend. We are not talking about that. That anime should burn. Literally. We're not going to talk about that one because their final episode is it this week? Yeah, the final episode is this week, so we won't know. I'll wait till I get the final episode. Definitely not going to talk about yours, the other one, the gotcha one, because we're on that's episode 10, so we're not at the final episode, and I feel like it might go longer, because it seems like it might. Yeah, so it might be 12 or it might go longer. So we'll have to keep an eye on this one. Because it seems like after I was looking at the list of the newer stuff, it looked like this anime was still going. So we might be getting more. No, buddy, stop playing chords. I got my eye on you. Let's see. I'm looking for something else that's actually ended. Nope, that's not ended. Get over here. There it is. There's the anime we're looking for. To Be a Hero X. That's what I was looking for. 4.8 is the score. Yep. I got a 4.8. We're good. So it's in a good spot. It's in a really, really good spot. I can't do that. So yeah, so there's other stuff that's not that I want to throw in here, like can't throw. You just want to play with stuff. You know that, right? It's like, make up your mind. You want to be up here? You want to be down there? Because you're trying to climb up here. He literally can't make up his mind now. He literally, 1 minute he wants to be up here, 1 minute he doesn't want to be up here. I'm like, okay. And he's doing it again. This kid does a lot. So yeah. Yeah, there's a good amount of stuff I can't really bring up yet because they're not ended yet. Some of these animes are not done yet. Like, they're not getting their final episodes until this week. So yeah, those are what we got so far. Those are the scores. And yeah, that's what we have on the news on there. So if you guys actually enjoyed the news and what we have here or see anything that caught your attention, please let us know in the comments down below. All right, get into our episode. So, as like I said, animes are leaving and animes are coming. So, like I said, we already talked about a few other ones that have ended so far. Like I said, Clevitus, Vending Machine, Dun Dun Dun, Call the Night season, Call the Night, the Mikado Sisters. Good amount of stuff that's actually that ended. Two or four animes are not done yet. So the only ones I know that are not done yet are basically going to be, like I said, Shield Hero and Seven Prince are not until next week. Their final episodes are next week, so I'm definitely looking forward to the Shield Hero, so to see how it plays, because I like to know what's up with this chick who looks like freaking Reptilia, so I'm actually curious about that. We know Kaiju number 8 is not done yet. We're on episode 10, so we're gonna get that tomorrow. So we still got like 2-3 more episodes to go. So we still got ways to go for that one. So I'm definitely going to that. I'm just gonna call it gotcha because I know that's still like the words of spelling it. So yours is actually still episode 11 is not until this Sunday. So we have that one, which we don't know if we're getting the final episodes next week. We don't know yet. We'll have to keep a lookout for that. And I think the other one, surprising that Witch Watch is still going, because Witch Watch was like around like the spring season. Witch Watch was in spring season. We're in 24 episodes, and it's still going. Like, it's still going. So we don't know if it's getting 26 or we don't know if it's getting 48. We don't know how far this anime is going. So I'm very curious, and especially since like it's going around all the platforms. Like, it's literally on Hulu, Netflix, Crunchyroll, Apple TV. It's on all the platforms. So we don't know where we're going with this. So I have not got a chance to check it out. We had showed the trailer for this a while back. It was something that looked interesting and funny, but I was like, I haven't got a chance to dive in because at first it was only on Netflix, but for some odd reason it got on Crunchyroll, and I was like, wow, so we have it on here. So now I got to figure out how to go into watching this as it's being super behind the ball. So, but yeah, but like I said, but To Be a Hero X is definitely, like I said, definitely one of those animes that definitely need to be checked out. Like Vito said, it's highly recommended. Seriously, like I'm still working on it. I'm literally like episode like 7, 8. I haven't got a chance to finish going into more because you got this guy down here and some new stuff, and then plus new developments on my side on the side of the pond is still happening, which we have that big announcement, which I just found. We just got the announcement. I found out yesterday what it is. So I'll make the announcement later at the end of the show. So yeah, so there's that. It's just been a lot of different things and kind of work on some stuff. So, and then plus still is taking away my soul a little bit as well. That game is, I swear, it's like Dark Soul. It's like Elden Ring and Blood. It's like Bloodborne and Elden Ring had a baby in this form of 2D, and I'm like, oh my god, why? Why are you doing this to me? Jeez. Yeah.
But
So.
What else is out right now? There was one that I was about to tell you about that's out that I was like, dang, dude, we need to talk about it. I totally forgot what it was.
Was it action by any chance? Besides, I want to think. Is it start with a T by any chance? It's like a Toka or something. Because it's something with like the dude and it's like uses blood or something to turn into weapons or something. Because I think that's.
Oh man, I don't. Man, I can't. I feel like we was talking about it earlier, and I just it's really like it's there, but it's not. It's like there's something. So there's like a remnants of whatever it was, like right there, but it's like what was it? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, dude, we talked about it, and then we said, yeah, we was gonna bring it up. I just can't remember what it was.
Yeah, because there's
I bet you, as soon as we get on stream and like I go chill out and I'll sit up here, turn on my TV, and I'll see it, I'll be like, mother.
yeah, exactly. That's usually what I have to do sometimes. Is like I have to kind of figure out, like if I can't remember the name of it, I have to like kind of go through like my like there's not Netflix, but like Crunchyroll or something to like find it and whatsoever. I'm like I can't remember like there was who was it I was thinking of? I think it was someone like one of our I think it was like one of our coworkers one time I talked about, and I was like, I can't think of the name of it. It's like it was this, and I was like, oh yeah, this, because I remember I had told because this was like kind of out the blue kind of situation. I think it was like not action, but it was kind of like a drama situation. That's why I said like we're not going to talk about the rent a girlfriend situation because like me and him were on the same page. Like I got clips. I have someone I listen to on YouTube. And he was telling like how bad the final like the manga was. It was like a complete like destroy and let down. I was like, okay. And spoiler alert, I'm not gonna say the whole thing, but it was just bad to the degree. I was like, eh. Like, and this is why I don't watch this because something about the first 2 episodes did not sit well with me. But I was telling one of our coworkers that I said there's a person who does the same. Who's the same creator of that anime, did a different one, which was I believe is better because it had that kind of a bit of a mystery because you give us the first episode and the first thing you find out that like, oh, these brothers and sisters are not really brothers and sisters, they're adopted. I'm like, wait, on the first episode, like on like when they're actually in high school, like yeah, the dad's like yeah, oh, just to let you know, you guys are not related. I'm like, huh? I was like, okay, wait, what? It's like, stop the brakes. Stop the brakes. We're on episode 1. You giving us this right now? Okay, hold up. Wait a minute. So it was very interesting. That's what like, all right, that's what kind of sold me. Let me like, all right, let's keep going and see where this goes. I'm curious how this is going to play out. And it actually did a good job. I'm surprised they haven't said anything about season 2 yet. So I had to read the manga for this one. So it's one of those things. But yeah, so there's a good amount of stuff. I'm trying to remember the name of it, but there's one anime that I literally have been putting on the back burner, and it's been out since I think it was the spring. Yeah, the spring season. It's called Sword of the Demon Hunter. So this is one I actually kind of had put on the back burner. I kind of was trying to watch it one time. I think I only got maybe 10-15 minutes into it, and it's actually, so for you guys know, this actually is on Hulu. Oh no, Hulu is on High Dive, so definitely check out that one. Check out that site. It's like High Dive is usually is like, how do I put this in better terms? It's like not a better version of Crunchyroll. It's like the stuff that were on Crunchyroll that you cannot find is literally there. So, like, originally, Gate was, like, the anime Gate was originally on Crunchyroll. So, when I guess certain animes lost their rights, or certain animes lost their rights to Crunchyroll, or something like that, I can't remember the way it goes, it got moved to a different platform. So that's why High Dive picked it up. So High Dive is the one where you can find, like I say, some of the other stuff like Call the Night season 1 and 2 is on there. Let's say Gates on there. Like some of the older stuff is on there. The newer stuff's on there, like Eminence of the Shadows season 1 and 2. Let's say Call the Night season 1 and 2, different and stuff like that. So there's a lot of stuff that I know I've seen before, and I actually want to go back and watch. It's like, oh, let me just go to High Dive. Okay, let me watch Skate again. I'll watch the whole, because I watched season 1 and 2 like 3 times with both dubbed and subs. Either way it goes, and it's still great either way you look at it. So I definitely recommend people that if you're looking for animes that you could not find that were originally on Crunchyroll, definitely get High Dive. and it's not even that expensive. Very cheap. It's only $6.
So quit YouTubing it.
Yep.
Go to Hot Dog.
Although at this point right now, some of these animes are going on YouTube because it's hard to find some of these things. There's 2 on my list I've been wanting to check out, and I've been having a hard time finding it. And apparently YouTube has it, but I haven't really checked thoroughly. And there is one other anime that I can't really say because it's not safe for work and everything, but that's one I'm definitely checking out because it looks interesting and funny because I know an anime kind of like that's actually on Crunchyroll, which is hilarious. That was on Funimation. Now that Funimation is gone and it's on Crunchyroll, so yeah. What was that anime called? It's like something... Like it's like called like something like 30 something with dirty jokes. The name it's a weird name, but has like something with dirty jokes or something. And I was like, y'all are going way too far with this, and it's freaking hilarious. Like like some of this stuff is like it gets to like you can catch the humor so easily, like in a matter of seconds, and it's just like, what are y'all doing? This is so like out of control. But yeah, so. Those are one of the things I actually that's like I'm usually a around the board kind of person when it comes to anime, whether it's drama, action, anything like that. It's just it has to catch my attention for specific reasons. Especially stuff like that is like, all right, how far the humor are you gonna go with this? I'm like, oh, you went this far, okay, and I catch on to it. It's freaking hilarious. So yeah, these are the great things. So yeah, But yeah, Sword of Demon Hunter is definitely something I want to check out. The beginning kind of was interesting, but I kind of want to know a little bit more. And I ended up finding out that the first episode is just like how clever this is, 1 hour. So that means I gotta really sit down and check it out and go in on this. So definitely have to check that out. But like I said, as the summer ends, the fall begins. So here's what we have on the list that we got that is coming for that's 2026. Oops, that's winter. We need fall. Sorry, wrong one. I was looking at the winter one. 2026. I mean, the first thing I saw was like Slime season 4. I'm like, that's the winter. Come here. Hold up. You're not going work. I know what you're trying to do. You're not getting out of here. Destructive baby. Destructive baby's trying to get out of here. The door was open. He hears mommy. Going through dishes. Yeah, funny baby. You're not going out there. I have to close the door on you. So, anyways. Alright, so here's what we got. So, as like I said before, One Punch Man is on the list. We have it. It's here on coming October 12th. Like I said before. We have My Hero Academia, the final season of My Hero Academia, October 4th. So, we're getting it very soon. So, I guess after Shield Hero and everything else, get ready for My Hero Academia. Because we're here. It's the final. We're at the final season. It's the point where everybody's waiting on. What are you doing? You just see everything and want to destroy things. No, stop. Oh, so now you want to play with the Pokeball? Now you want to play with a Pokeball? Fine, here.
Trying to catch them all.
Nah, I can do this. Yeah, the one for the Switch. Yeah, that one. Yeah. Here you go. Have fun with here. Yeah. He was trying to grab on that. I was like, okay, you're not pulling on my Switch. And like, no. Even though the Pokemon was attached to it. So every time that I'm plugging and play it up, it just makes that noise like the Pokemon noise. Like dun 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 dun. Makes that noise every time. I was like, I forgot I had this thing. I know you have strength play, buddy. You need to cut it out. Let's see what else we got. So we have also Spy Family Season 3. We have that coming also the same day on My Hero Academia, which is on the 4th. Very interesting part that I just saw, and I was trying to was gonna read the manga, but then as I picked something out of random, I literally saw something caught my attention. I was like, oh, okay. And then we saw the trailer, I think last episode or the episode before that, and I saw it. I was like, oh, let me not read this. Let me not read this. Although I do need to watch the season. Let's see. We got another one we had on our list that we saw, and it was like way before episodes. We finally have the release dates. So it's called May I Ask for One Final Thing. So we were curious about this anime. We finally have the release date for this. It's going to be October 3rd. So this is definitely something I'm looking forward to check out because we saw this trailer. We were curious about it, or I was mostly, because the chick, like, she was about to ready to punch someone in the face. And I was like, all right, what's going on here? So judging from this, we're going to be now we get to find out a little bit more with that. Also, another trailer we saw on the list, which is we saw an anime. I think it was called "Past the Monster Meet Milady." We actually have the release date for that, which is October 2nd as well. So there's that one. Ugh, you're so funny. You're funny. One anime I'm so looking forward to because I heard and have not finished reading it and everything else, and it's gotten super dark and it's gotten more dangerous and violent. I do, and again, I still do not like this name. I do not like this super duper long, dumb name whatsoever. It is retarded. I don't know why you chose to get this name. So let me get the correct name. With oh man, ow! Hey, and you just dropped a binky. Yeah, yeah, binky.
You want the French fries?
Go ahead. What you want to eat?
Huh?
What you want to eat?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
How was you guys' little trip?
We'll talk later. We'll talk later.
What happened with you guys?
Nothing happened. I just said we'll talk later. Yeah, that would be the fiance. Where is it? I know I had the stupid name. It's called. I like the name better of this. Why do you do this to me every time? It is called Besides Spy's Family. I just saw it like earlier. You are just so undecisive. So, all right. While I'm still looking for it, I don't. So it's called Backstab in the Backward Dungeon. Yada yada. Long stupid name, whatever. Basically saying level 99 friends. I'm like level 9,999 friends. I'm like that is not the actual name. It's literally like a called like some. It's a totally different name, and I like it better because it makes more sense. If I can find this damn name, it bothers me because I actually seen it popped up like so many times. Yes, and this kid always been saying "mama" lately. Literally, he's been saying "mama" a lot, but he's been saying it in front of me more than anything. Reincarnation. Oh my god, did I actually pass it? I feel like I passed it. Alright, but anyways, we'll skip. I thought it popped up. Ow! Funny baby. You are so like cannot sit still. Oh, there it is. I found it. I always pass it up. I like this one better. It says my gift level 9,999 ultimate gotcha. That's simple, short, and sweet. That's literally what it is. And this mess is super freaking dark and has a lot of revenge. So I feel like you might like this one. So I don't know how I won't recommend it to you yet. Let me check it out first. And if I see the first 2 episodes, like it starts out with some violence because from hearing it and everything else, it has some like violent scenes and stuff. But like I said, let me see the first 2 episodes, and then I'll let you know. Like, yo, check this out. You have to check it out. So I'm not gonna like have you say, yeah, go check it out right away. No, I rather let me check it out first, and then go from there because certain things could not actually be seen than what it is than in the book. So there's that. Yeah, so for you guys who are a big fan of Rama One Half, who actually like the Netflix version, season 2 is actually coming. We're at October 4th. So yeah, October 4th, season 2 of Rama One Half, the 2024, the 2020.
That's a couple weeks.
So right, we're just around the corner. So there's that one. Actually, this one I'm actually looking forward to as well. And definitely, this is one of those wholesome animes, but it's actually hilarious. So, like I said before, I think in previous episodes, I said one of the things I liked the most was like animes like I know Food Wars is one of those things, but there's a one called like Restaurants in Another World, like those kind of animes, like the food animes are actually very interesting. They're because they actually have like there's some type of history kind of situation, but sometimes they're like um, like taking Food Wars out of the process because Food Wars go way beyond like the weird orgasm pause or food orgasm pause. You know, they go way overboard with that. Versus this one, they have it more like maintain a situation, but it's more funny in this situation because what's happening right now. This one's called Campfire. It says Campfire Cooking in Another World with my absurd skills. So this is season 2. I'm happy for this because I was not expecting it, and we get to see how we go from where the main character left off. Because this dude because he takes food from he's been reincarnated into or not reincarnated. He's been summoned into this world. So a different part isekai, not hit by truck coon or bus coon or car coon or whatever kind of situation. It's basically he's been summoned.
Mhm.
So he's been summoned into the world, supposed to be one of the heroes, and he's like, nope, I don't want to be a hero. I'm just gonna kind of just do my own thing. And so now it's focused on him and not the heroes, and he's basically like just been cooking food for two specific characters, which is basically the most powerful monster in the world, which is a femur and a slime, and been cooking like all these different foods, like like steaks and different things using like monster meat and different things like that, which is pretty cool. But it's hilarious because he has to use points from like his world to make food and stuff, and bring like ingredients like soy sauce and everything else, and he's like make all these different foods, and it's freaking hilarious because watching like everybody go nuts. But it's also the interesting part to it is that the food that he makes is actually gives like certain people's like boost stats and everything, and he doesn't realize that, which is hilarious. But it's funny because I like the characters and how funny each person is, and especially the Fenrir. He is like it's funny. He's stupid as always. So if you want something like a food wholesome kind of situation, definitely check that one out. I like that one a lot. Let's see what else is on the list. There's a few other ones. So like I said, Digimon Beat Breaks definitely is coming out October 4th, so we have that on the list. There's another anime. We have a trailer for this one as well. This one's coming out October 3rd, but we'll show the trailer of that because I feel like with this one, when I show the trailer, I think it's gonna like for you, Vito. I don't know if you may like it or not. So from what I read so far, what it seems interesting because I like mystery. So I know you're a big more of the action section of things, but I feel like a bit of mystery doesn't hurt a little ways. But I don't know. I have to kind of see how the first few episodes of this one is because it looks interesting to me, but it's a bit of a question mark for me. So, but we'll check out the trailer for that as well. So we have a trailer for that one. We definitely have another trailer we're gonna be checking out too, and that's gonna be on October 4th. So yeah, so there are a few things in here that I'm looking at the list of. We have trailers of, and some stuff that's not in here yet. I think did we actually show that trailer? Let me see something. Oh yeah, there it is. The trailer that we showed, I think it was last week. We checked out. I think it was I think it's called Waka Dance. Waka Dance. So that's actually has an actual release date, which is actually on the 8th of October. So I'm definitely curious about that one. So we're gonna have some anime you got served kind of situation. So that's gonna be fun. Let's see. Oh, is this? Yeah. Ninja versus Gokudo. So this I think did I have a trailer for this? I think I did. Let me see. Did we show this or no? I'm trying to look. Yeah. So we did have trailer. It was like how far back was this? Maybe like 5. Looking at the list, look about like maybe 4 or 5 episodes ago. We had a trailer. We did Ninja versus Gokudo. We definitely checked that one out. So we have the release date for that. I think we were kind of curious about that one. So October 7th is the date we got that. So I'm actually curious about that one. Because it has like a good the art style looks interesting because it looks like some yakuza kind of yakuza situation. So I was like, all right, we see some yakuza going on. So there's that. So yeah, so there's that one. I'm still surprised they're still doing this anime, the Monster Strikers. This show's been going on for like I don't know how long.
You said
Yeah,
Monster
or
Strike?
yeah, Monster sorry, not Strikers, Monster Strike. Yeah, I keep like some of these names that says strike. I feel like it should be strikers. Like break should be breaker, and like it sounds like it should be. It sounds like it should be called that instead of like just something short, like something normal. Yeah, because I'm looking at the main one. One is just called Monster Strike, and they got like so many different versions of it. So they have like there's Monster Strike, which is the main one. You had two of the movies or one of the movies. You had the Monster Strike Rain of Memories, Monster Strike which one is this one? Monster Strike and Encore and Conflict, the Pandora's Box, like Monster Strike 2, like there's so many versions of this. I'm like, what the heck? And now we're getting another one. And I'm like, I haven't even like kind of got, and I think they're not even like the first. There's 51 episodes of the first one. It's only 11 minutes long, so this one's just gonna be like a normal series. So I'm just like okay, we'll see how that lasts. So it's a lot. Yeah, there's so many animes in here. It's like ridiculous. But the thing about it, you have to understand, like when it comes to the fall season, it's like the fall season usually is when it comes to okay. When I look at this from all seasons, when it comes to animes, that the fall season usually is like okay, these are like the animes are set for like right at the end point where we're like okay, we're giving you the rest of like what we had saved up before we go into the new season because the new season we're supposed like starting up 2026. Then we're gonna be like, okay, here's the next set of good stuff, and then around spring and summer, you're gonna hit us with a massive like overload of like, okay, we gotta check out this, we gotta check out this, we gotta check out this, we gotta check out this. Like what happened this summer. This summer we had a ton of animes to go through, like literally a ton. Thank you, buddy. Like we had literally like, if I remember correctly, during the summer we had Dun Dun Dun, we had Kaiju number 8. My Dress Up Darling, you had Clevitus, you had Sakamoto Days, you had um not Bunny Senpai, but Santa Claus Senpai, I guess we call it because it's short. Venom Machine, Reborn's Venom Machine, the Fragrance Flower, Balloon, and Dignity. We had like it was like getting hit with like including like I said, Seven Prince, couple of Cuckoos, Shield Hero, like it was just and the dumb anime that I don't care about too much. Like they were just throwing tons and tons at us during the summer. So it's like, all right, we give you tons of it during the spring and summer, and then we'll cool it down around winter and fall. And it seems like that's starting to be the formula of like how they wanted to start giving us anime. So my question is to you, Vito, like how do you feel about that, man?
Feel about in specific? What's the question?
So my question is like I was saying before, that with anime, like during spring and summer, they always give us with like tons and tons of anime that we've been really been anticipating for, like all the board. But then when it comes to like the spring, like when it comes to fall and winter, they'll like tone it down. Like okay, we're gonna give you 4 animes that you guys are anticipating versus 10 that we've been waiting for in the summer and spring.
That's based on um, live action television and other shows. Because if you notice, live action television is more active during those winter fall times opposed to the summertime. So, and then of course people are at home more. so they're able to watch these live actions and other shows and stuff like that. So that's typically why that's the reason why that happens. As far as like economy wise, you know what I'm saying, like culture wise or whatever, and why they do the stuff like that. But yeah, I just think that's the natural flow of things. You know what I'm saying? Wintertime, people got time. Summertime, if you're an anime head, if you're an anime watcher, I mean, because we gotta think about it. Anime is still not the biggest
True.
thing in America as far as like entertainment when it comes to watching televisions or watching shows and stuff like that. So that's really how I kind of feel like it's just a natural way of things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Understandable. Yeah, I just feel like, and I agree with you with that, but I kind of feel like, sometimes like at least out of the blue every one, and I'm not saying like every single time, like out of the blue every once in a great blue, and I feel like I don't know how the summer for like how 2026 is gonna be for like anime for all 4 seasons. We may get a ton full of anime, or we may not this year, may not get as much for the summer or spring. We may get it like on a certain time frame. So I don't know. It's like it's hard for me, and I'm not saying it because of the fact that, like, yes, I'm a father and everything else, and I have a son and different things like that. I just feel like it's one of those things where it's like I'm flipping between, okay, I need to check out this anime, check out this, check out that, and then I was like, oh shoot, I need to stream, I need to put this. So it's kind of like it's one of those things where it's like a balance, and I mean, people have that ability to switch back and forth, which I can do. It's just for me, it's like it's getting to a point where I have to like kind of adjust, and I'm learning little by little as I go when I'm starting to get better at it. And with this house and everything else and how everything's set up, it makes it a little bit easier and to do. Is just getting him entertained, and it becomes very entertaining with funny baby here constantly all day long. See, like you said. So yeah, it's always entertaining with having him in the picture because, like I said, with me streaming with him, it's like I'm still getting the part of like you're laughing at me dying to a boss on the Lies of P. You're laughing at me dying constantly to an enemy for no apparent reason. So, and I have him on the stream literally, and you see him do it, and I'm just like, all right, whatever. I'm just kind of going with it. I'll just let it fly.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. So I mean, but like I said, I'm not mad about it. It's just I'm just always had that question. It's one of those moments where you ask yourself that question every once in a great blue. It's like, why does anime do this? Why do they go all over the top with this and stuff like that? So I was always curious about that situation. But like I said, as I'm looking at it, because I'm looking at the winter 2026, I'm like, there's a good amount of animes on my list I need to check out. And I'm ready for it. Especially Slime.
Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, it lost connection, so it kind of. I didn't hear what you said.
Oh yeah, so I must have did it and I didn't pay attention. So yeah, my mic's still good. I'm looking at the green screen.
No. I lost connection. You didn't
Oh.
lose connection. I lost connection.
Okay. Oh, okay. So did it actually do? I must have done the thing I did. What happened to my end? But yeah, you're good. I can still hear you.
No, like basically what I'm saying is like I didn't see you, I didn't hear you, I almost like dropped. Like
Oh, wow.
Call. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. It was on my end though. So
Okay, you're good.
I didn't hear it.
But yeah, you're good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, but like I said, the only things I'm looking for 2026, like I said, I really need to finish this anime. I really do. I really need to finish it because I forgot where I left off. Hell's Paradise. I need to finish because we got season 2, and from what I've seen and how crazy that mess is intense. That's definitely an anime you need to check out, Vito. It's definitely check out Hell's Paradise. Definitely check that out because I think you'll definitely like that one. because it gets intense, and especially on the island that they're on, it gets stupidly intense. So because you have to like, there's a point where you got to kind of really pay attention to what's going on. So, but other than that, that's gonna be our topic for the day. That was like a good amount of stuff we have. I know there's some enemies that we're still trying to remember that we can't remember of action and everything else because Vito and I are still trying to figure out what that enemy is. Like literally, we're still trying to figure it out as we go. So it's crazy. But let's get into these trailers here because we got some stuff to do and everything else. So let's get into our first trailer. Let me bring this up real quick. And boom. All right, so our first trailer, and let me double check, make sure. Let me see. Make sure you can you hear this video? Okay, just to make sure. All right, so I feel like I'm gonna have to do some freaking work on this, so I might as well be prepared for anything throw because last time with trailers that have music, I know I'm gonna end up having to do some editing and stuff, but there's nothing I can do because I know it's gonna be the very beginning of this. Why do you keep pulling this cord? Why are you pulling my cord for my mouse charger, buddy? Quit throwing it over there. Don't. Hey. Really? Okay, fine. Okay, go. Here. I can't. I gotta figure out to do something with this kid, but this mouse is on a charger. Literally on a charger. So this is the anime I was actually talking about that I need to check out first before I let Vito definitely check this out. It's called Sakiba. I may say it wrong, so please don't butcher me or anything else. So this seems very interesting. I read the synopsis and everything else. It looks interesting, but I feel like I might let Vito check this out. But I'll let Vito make the judge on this before I actually say, once I look into more of actually see the episode. So this one's actually, like I said before, is coming out. Make sure the date I got correctly. I think it says October 4th, I think it was. I think I said last time. Yeah, October 3rd, I'm sorry. That's when it's coming out. So this one's coming out October 3rd. So let's check it out.
三春屋の永吉のところへ行ってくるよ。
先ほど知らせが来ましてね。では若旦那、主催を話していただきましょうか。
おや、一太郎、いらっしゃい。
あら、一太郎さん。
すまないね、永吉。実はね、昨日の夜、東屋に行ったんだよ。
急に血の匂いがしてきたんです。
若旦那、人殺しに行き合ったんですって。
この事件は私たちじゃなけりゃどうにもできないことかもしれないよ。
夕げまでにはお戻りを。
私が訪ねた店では誰も知りませんでした。
誰がなんでこんなことをしているのやら。
殺された男の名が分かったよ。
ここであやかしが関わってくるんだ。
闇金にお気をつけよ。
心配しているのはお前さんたちだけじゃないんだよ。
若旦那はどこへ行ったんだ。あんな思いは二度とごめんで。
まずいことになったらお前だけ逃げるんだよ。
お気をつけになって。
いつまで若旦那に隠しておけるかね。
世の中願ってもどうにも叶わないこともあるんだ。ここで逃げたら行こう。
若旦那、我らと遊ぼう。
Yep. Alright, come here. Alright, what do you think of that, Vito?
Well, I think I'll need to see like something else as well. 'Cause I didn't really know what was going on. So, is that main character? Is that a man?
That's I believe so. It's kind of hard to tell, especially when you have the Edo period and then with that hairstyle and everything else. It's kind of hard to tell when it's a man or male or female. So it's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah, I couldn't. I was like, oh snap! I was like, at first when you first see like the first image, you're thinking, oh, it's a female, but then you look at the head like it's shaved up top a little bit, and I'm like, hold on, wait, and it keeps going on, and then you see females in the trailer, and then like you still confused because you're like, wait, okay, do we got like a Milan situation going on here, or samurai with blue eyes situation. Like
Yeah.
what's going on? So, but honestly, I would need to see another trailer to decide if I will watch it.
All
Or
right.
whatever.
Yeah. So as for me, as I was looking and doing the reading and everything else, it is a mystery anime. I'm definitely gonna say this right now because I actually read the first part of it. It has a lot of mystery to it. So I definitely am, and I'm a big fan of the mystery kind of animes because it's when it comes to mystery, you have to sit down and pay attention because one thing you miss will make you miss everything. So it's one of those things. So I'm definitely gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out because of the fact that I love mystery, and I have him doing that. Okay, you want to get down? Fine, get down. Here, have fun. Have fun. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check it out. I'll definitely let you know, Vito, more about it when I see like the first couple episodes because I'm I need 2 episodes to kind of make a full decision if I want to keep continuing. That's usually what I do.
Yeah.
So I'll definitely let you know. Say, hey, definitely check this out. It's definitely worth it. Go from there.
Gotcha.
So, all right. So on to our next episode, next anime. Let's see. We have. Oh yeah. This is only a minute and 8 seconds. So this is Digimon Beat Break. So this is the anime that I said I wanted to check to see what this is all about. Never seen the trailer. Don't know nothing about it. I'm curious about it. It's only a minute and 8 seconds. So this might be a teaser, but it says a trailer. We'll just go and see what happens. So let's check it out.
おはようございます。さあ、今日も素晴らしい理想的な一日を。
理想的ね。なんかつまんなくね。デジモン？
たむろ俺っちは月光門だってな
ゴルテンド。この世の裏で頻発している凶悪なデジモン事件を解決するクリーナーのチームだ。
いいぞたむろもっとビートを刻め
Wow. Like I said, it's only short, but I actually still seem like you find out a good amount of stuff. So, what do you think? Yeah.
That's interesting.
My question is, after seeing the new character, which is Gekomon, I'm hoping it's actually going to be on. I'm hoping it's going to be on the new game that's coming out in the next couple of weeks. Hope he's going to be on the game. Although I feel like that might be a DLC kind of situation. I don't know. I have to do some research on it because it piques my interest actually because getting new Digimon characters is like, all right, so we got someone new we never heard of, never seen. I'm like, all right, and we got this game coming out right around the corner. It's like, is this character going to be a DLC character or is he going to be actually in the game? So I'm actually curious about that. So I'm definitely going to be looking at some information that I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to pay the $120 for the game with all the DLC and everything else. I'm debating on it. Really? Like, that would be the one game I would spend that amount because it's Digimon. It is, and I'm a big fan of I like Pokemon too, don't get me wrong. I love Pokemon, but I've been more of Digimon fan than the Pokemon, but I still give Pokemon the credit that it is, and I still play the game as it is as well. But I think Digimon to me sticks to me at home because for a different. It's kind of like in a way, and it may sound like a weird comparison. It's like Marvel versus DC in the kind of situation, but just different. But I don't have But the difference between with me is like when it comes to Marvel and DC is like I have more love for DC than Marvel. I have more love for Marvel than DC. I take that back. That was what I meant to say. I have more respect for Marvel. But when it comes to Pokemon and Digimon, it's like I like Digimon more than Pokemon, but I'm not gonna say Digimon is better. Like I like both, no matter what the outcome is, and I will play both. It's just that when it comes to Marvel and DC, I like Marvel more because I like the story behind Marvel than DC. That's just me personally. You know.
Yeah. I mean, definitely like when it comes down to Marvel DC, there's generational
Yes.
writers and there's different ways to look at it. But when it comes down to Pokemon, Digimon, they have both left
Yes.
each other. You know what I'm saying? To the point where they're their own separate situations where Pokemon fans really don't look at Digimon as a competitor, and same thing vice versa.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is they're in different.
They're on
it's
different
almost
lanes.
Like Digimon kind of almost separate themselves into a different genre. If I can really kind of like try to pinpoint it. You know what I'm saying? So, I can see like people, you know what I'm saying, like having that little, you know what I'm saying, like, oh, I'm more of a Digimon fan or this and that and third or blah blah blah. Just because, you know what I'm saying, they kind of went in a different directions. You know what I'm saying? And so as far as me, I fell off of both, and so it's in more recent years, I've gotten back into Pokemon only in video game form. I would not watch, you know what I'm saying, the anime or whatever. Same thing with Digimon. I haven't watched a Digimon anime in almost. It's been a very, very, very long time. So definitely, this looks interesting. That's why I was like, yeah, it looks interesting. I don't know what exactly is like the storyline behind Digimon right now. It kind of looks like they went into the real world. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's definitely looking like it's evolving itself. Like the storyline is evolving itself. But you know, one thing that I would love to see is the different evolutions and stuff like that for the Digimon. You know what's crazy? It's almost like with the evolutions, if I'm not mistaken, don't the Digimons convert right back down, or they can transform back to
The original form?
their
Yes.
little stage?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's the biggest thing that I've always kind of had a gripe against, because I'm like, here we go with like it's almost like powering up. Of course, it's almost like going Super Saiyan, and then at the same time, it's like, I don't know, it's weird because it's like I'm looking at Pokemon and I'm looking at the fact that once they evolve,
they fall. Yeah, they say that.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
It's
like they grow up.
Yeah, but when Digimon is like, they
stay
can go into adult, like their stronger form and kind of revert back, or even
like
or
a
or
Super
go
Saiyan
to their, or they go to their base form. But sometimes, I think depending on which one, they go to their prequel stage, which is the stage before they go to their base, because of certain then you only see that happen only for specific reason. Like I think with the first Digimon, I think when we found out Patamon turned into Angelmon, and then when he turned to Angelmon for the first time, he went into his prequel form, like the form before becoming Patamon. So it's like so I was like, okay, I was like, that's interesting. So you turn in this form, and then you go to the form before Patamon. I was like, okay. So it was interesting, but I think for me, like, it didn't, like, I think it didn't bother me as much when I looked at Digimon, because of the fact of like it like, I think as a kid when I was watching stuff, it never bothered me not once. But I think as like the series gone on, like the season's gone, I think when I think it was because I think it's the Adventures to Frontier, and I think it's another one. No, don't touch him. No. I think once they got into, I think when season 3 started, I think that's what like opened my eyes more, because I didn't realize season 3 was so dark. And I mean, like, it was like, let me put it like this in the Pacific Spot. It was dark to the point where how to explain this? It was dark almost as like watching the Japanese version of Yu-Gi-Oh! So if you've seen the Japanese version of Yu-Gi-Oh, you know the Yu-Gi-Oh Japanese version was dark as I don't know what. So taking that and putting it into season 3, like you're like take about maybe 20, like if Yu-Gi-Oh was about maybe 100, like 50 to 75% dark, take 25% of that and put into Digimon of season 3. That's how dark it was, because even like there was a lot of stuff they had to cut out. Like when I saw the dub like edited versions, because there was a lot of stuff happened, and certain Digimons got killed, and like actually got killed with blood and everything else, and certain people like a lot of stuff happened. So I think to me, I like season 3 the most because of how dark and sinister it got. From the halfway to the end, it just went like, what the heck just happened? So that's why I tell people like definitely check out Digimon, but definitely if you want to go into like a little bit more of a deeper situation, definitely check out season 3. And season 3 is definitely one of my favorites because it's the one that basically based off the card game, and they use the cards to actually buff up the Digimons and stuff. And I think that's what got me more into one of my favorite Digimon characters, which is Renamon. Renamon has always been my favorite character, and especially because I think that's when they start introducing how to combine the human, have a human and a Digimon become one. That was the introductory of it. So, and then that's when season 4 they really start kind of messing around with that one, which was kind of weird. I haven't really kind of watched all the way through that one. It was kind of confusing. But season 3 is definitely like the first 3 seasons are always been my favorites. 4 just was confusing, and then I think I stopped. I think once 4 came out, I kind of stopped, and I was trying to go into the next season. I was like, nothing was not working. So, but we can go on a whole tangent with Digimon and stuff like that. Trust me, we can go on. But let's get into our next trailer, and I think this one is I think the next one I got is yeah. So we have a teaser actually. Like I said, 1 minute and 12 seconds. It's Baki. We have Baki in the building. Let's get it going.
史上最強の親子喧嘩を経て男たちは退屈していた無味乾燥な日常を打ち破るのは
宮本武蔵さん
良いのか丸腰で
いいぞ
バキ道今強さの歴史が変わる
There it is. And there it is. Alright, man, what do you think of that teaser, man?
It's Baki, so there's definitely gonna be something pretty cool.
Yep. That's Baki, alright. Jeez, I was like, oh man, Baki? Oh, we're about to go in on this one. Especially on Netflix. So like I said, 2026, get ready. If you guys haven't watched the previous ones, definitely look into them. Definitely.
I think that would definitely come out summertime for some reason. Which that's not a normal thing for Baki to come out in summertime, but I feel like that would be a summertime.
Yep.
Baki.
Yeah. I agree with you too, but I feel like I'm thinking more spring, but summer does sound the correct answer. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's spring. So, what? You think it's spring too, buddy, or you think summer?
The reason why I think summer is because they don't have a direct date, and normally like Netflix, their whole little thing as far as like saying if something's coming out spring or something like that.
Oh yeah, their events.
They'll put a date on it, and then like you know what I'm saying, and kind of like already you know what I'm saying advertise it. So they already had like one event So I was thinking, I was like, if it comes out springtime, they would have already said something about it, but they haven't just yet. So that's why I lean towards
The summer.
summertime. But it could be summertime going into fall time, like where we
That's
are
true.
now. So basically, like August, September, that's when it possibly could be coming out.
Sounds about right.
I would guess, just based on Netflix's, like, you know how they normally operate when they do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with you with that. But we'll definitely keep a lookout for it. So, but again, like I said, definitely check it out. If you guys haven't watched the other ones, definitely check it out. All right, on to the next one. I believe it's yes, this is also one I actually kind of saved up. I have not seen the trailer for this. I wanted to see the trailer. I was trying so hard not to watch this trailer. So hard. All right, this anime is called, the one we're about to check out is called Tojima Wants to Become a Kamen Rider. So this is gonna be fun. Check it out.
子供の頃から仮面ライダーが好きだった。彼は俺の唯一無二のヒーローだった。俺は今年40歳になった。ショッカー現る。ショッカーの方が好きなんだ。帰りなせい。俺の敵はショッカーだ。俺のはごっこじゃないから本気だから。
電波人間スタック。
見えるか V3 がライダーマン。現実には存在しないことはもう分かっている。仮面ライダーになれるわけないのに。
はっきり言ってショッカーは存在します。
ショッカー。俺も戦う仮面ライダーだから。Now lead rider,ショッカー。あれは怪人ライダーパンチ。Now lead rider.
Oh my god. I have no words right now. What do you think, Vito?
I don't like it. I really don't like it. Simple fact that Kamen Rider is damn near Super Sentai situation, and an alien situation, and a Ultraman situation. So where are they getting their powers from? They're not. They don't look like it. So I don't like Kamen Rider as a anime. I don't like Super Sentais as animes. It just doesn't fit right. Like even watching like the Red Ranger joint that we was watching, whatever. The Red Ranger goes to
another world,
whatever that is, or whatever. Yeah. Like those is like I gotta like muster up a lot of like just patience, just because I'm like I'm a Sentai, like I'm raised in Sentai, you know what I'm saying? I'm raised on you know, kaijus and things of that nature. So to see it in anime is like I separate those naturally. You know what I'm saying? And I want my animes be animes and my Sentais
be Sentais
and be Sentais and stuff like that. So I really don't like it. That's
yeah, I feel you on that one. I'm like, it's a mixture for me. It's like I'm on the same page as you. It's like, you know, my anime. I want my Sentais to be, you know, if I want to be an anime form, I want to be an anime form. If they're going to be an anime form, it better be something funny and everything else. I think the last time we got something like that was like I said, the Red Ranger was going to it was Isekai and stuff, which I like that one. It was very interesting. It's funny, but it got serious at the very end and like, holy, what's going on here? So it was very interesting on that part. I think the only Kamen Rider that I watched that had anime, which like I said, it's called Futa P and pause. I'll say that for now. But if you guys don't know that one, that is actually the anime version of Kamen Rider W. So if you guys have never seen the actual series itself, It's like this person who's a detective who solves mystery in Devil's Blue, who's also a Kamen Rider, which is Kamen Rider W, which shares the body with two, which split into two bodies. So you have I think it's what's the as I'm trying to remember the names because I have the device and everything else. It's Cyclone is the two devices with the device they're like two I can't remember the names, but it's like Cyclone and Joker. They're basically split into two bodies, but one is actually split goes in and share the same body together, but inside a Kamen Rider. So that's actually one of the coolest things I like. But Futa P is actually the anime version of it, and that's why also the Super Robot Wars Y has a DLC that basically has Kamen Rider W, Skull, and Axel in the game because the fact that they made the anime for it, which is still good. I still like the anime for it, and it's actually dope. Definitely check it out. It's one of my favorite because I love Kamen Rider W. But if I had to choose a Kamen Rider that I like the most, Decade is always would be number one in my book, hands down, because Decade is literally, if you don't know Decade is supposed to be the destroyer of all Kamen Riders. He has the ability to transform into any other Kamen Riders whatsoever with the power of a card and literally use their abilities whatsoever. And there always been movies based on him that actually him being the villain ends up he's not a villain because everybody mistakes him as a villain. So I recommend if you guys want to check out a Kamen Rider actual movie, check out that one, or definitely check out the one which is I think it's like I forgot what it's called, but it's all the Kamen Riders versus all all the Kamen Riders versus all the Super Sentais, which the leader of the Super Sentais is basically Gokai Red from the Power Rangers or the Gokai the pirates. So he's the leader of the Super Sentais, and Decay is the leader of the Kamen Riders, and they're basically going at it, and it's dope. But it also does set the stage where it does introduce one of each for each generation. I think it's Go Busters and Go Busters for Super Sentai and Kamen Rider Foza for the Kamen Rider side. So it's long. So I've seen the whole thing. I can watch it more than once. I have to find the video on my computer. I watched that, and I also watched the ending movie for Kamen Rider Decade because it was a lot to take in for that to actually make everything make sense for that series to complete. Like you have to watch the complete 51 episodes and watch the movie to add into it because the funny twist is the person who does the opening song to Decay is actually in the series. He's actually a person also trying to defeat or trying to fight Decay. And the artist's name is Got, and Got is actually one of my favorite artists, Japanese artists. Because I listened to his music way in the past, and I also seen him had a movie with him and Hyatt. It's called Moonchild. His name is. So that's definitely they basically have a movie, and it's actually interesting. So definitely check that out if you ever get a chance. So I definitely have the DVD for that, and I want to kind of go back and watch that again. It's been a long time since I watched it. But yeah, but for this anime, I'm on the same page with you, Vito. But I do want to give it a chance to check it out because I'm not gonna bash it to the full extent. I want to at least give it a chance to check it out, at least one episode, see how it is. If it doesn't really live up to it, it's okay. I mean, I gave it a chance. That's all I'm gonna say. But I mean, I'm on the same page as you as this one. So, all right. I believe we have. I think we have two more. Let me check. Let me double check before we go. I think we have. Just double checking real quick before we show us. Yep, we got two more trailers left. I just wanted to double check to make sure. All right, so on to our last two trailers. So let me pull this back up. Where are you? There it is. All right, let me pull this back up. So on to our last two trailers. So this one is this, and it's only 1 minute and 4 seconds. It's called Daima of the Shadow Realm is what it's called. So I talked to Vito about this one. We were talking about this earlier today. This I'll go into more details about it, but I just brought this up to Vito, so I want him to check this out. I have not seen the trailer for this one as well, so let's check it out.
心配すんな。お前を守ってやる。
あらあらあら。どうしましょうこれ。
そういうことか。悪心。
もしもし、かぶちゃんだよ。
Alright, so that seemed more like a teaser than actual trailer, even though it said trailer number 2. So I know me and Vito are on the same page on this one, that it's not enough, and I'm on the same page with him. I definitely could say that easily. But the thing I want to throw out to you guys with this trailer is that, and I said this to Vito earlier today, is that this is actually the same creators who did, if you actually notice some of the characters, you can definitely tell, you can see Full Metal Alchemist right out the bat. Like like one dude almost looked like he looked like almost like a mixture between Mustang and Hughes, I believe. It was like a mixture of him. You see one person look like Alphonse, the older Elric. So it's like you kind of like see certain characters from Full Metal Alchemist. So this is actually the same creator who does the Full Metal Alchemist. He's the one who's actually doing this anime. So I am actually looking forward to this one because I am a big fan of Full Metal, not the regular Full Metal Alchemist. I'm talking about Brotherhood. So I'm looking forward to this because I'm curious to see what this is really all about. So I'm hoping as we get closer, we may get a better trailer to give us a little bit more information. Even though it says official trailer number 2, but I feel like there should be another one that gives us a full, official trailer to give us, let us know what this anime is about and everything else. Because my thought process of this would be, and this is just a theory in my head, because we all seen Brotherhood. We all know what happened. My theory is, what if we get to see things from the other side of that door? Because you never know what's actually on the other side of the door. So, and since this is also called, Daima of the Shadow Realm, could this be the other side of the door? Could we actually see what's actually happening on the other side of the door? What's going on? I don't know. It's a question mark. So kind of keep that in your mind. This as a curiosity. But like I say, this is only speculation and me guessing. Doesn't hurt to guess. Now, on to our final trailer, and I'm definitely gonna be thanking Vito for this one because I saved this one for last because we both have not seen this. If Vito actually gave this to me, we're definitely gonna be checking this one out, and I definitely feel like I'm gonna be hit with a copyright, but I don't care. I do not care. We're gonna check this out. Shoot.
ついに幼女の封印が解かれる。
灼熱のごとくお前の写し身を焼き尽くす。
侍トルパは何やってんだ。
あの赤いの幼者なんだろ。
そいつに侍トルーパーが務まるとは思えない。
ヒーローって何ですかね。少なくとも僕らのことじゃない。
俺が無双してやるよ。
お前がやったのか。俺は誰の手も借りるつもりはねえ。
誰もやらねえなら俺がやるしかねえだろ。
戦う覚悟。
ヒーローにならないと。
助けたい。この力で
俺が終わらせる。
燃える展開じゃねえか。陣の誓い、炎の使者、武装、灼熱、早急、セイラー。おやー。
侍トルーパーは5人揃わなければ真の力を発揮できない。
激アツじゃねえか。
エクセレント。熱いね。
ポンコツなんかじゃない。
何があっても俺が守ってやる。
最高のヒーローだ。
炎上。
And there it is. this one definitely didn't need no introductory. This, if you don't, if you know what this is. If you know. So, what do you think, Vito? Since this is our first time checking out this trailer together, balls.
I think it's straight. I think it's straight. For it to be a reboot, we just gonna see, you know what I'm saying, what it brings us, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I don't know what to expect, but only thing I can really clearly see is the fact that it is a reboot, or I don't want to say new generations, because we have not had a samurai trooper in a long time.
Yep.
So the last one we had was the original. So that, you know what I'm saying, it ain't like the series just kept going on and on and on anyway to give us, you know what I'm saying, this is more of a modern outlook of it. It kind of looks like new weapons are involved. Looks like I saw a couple shields, things of that nature, stuff that wasn't in the original. So I definitely need to see maybe one more trailer before this comes out. But yeah, it looks alright. It looks decent.
Yeah. This definitely is a remake. I'm definitely going to say that right out the bat. I think, if I remember, I could be wrong. Don't quote me on this. I think I saw a female version of this Samurai Troopers. I think I saw a while back. Like, and it's like it's still the same story. It's still the same story and everything else. I think it's just there was a female version of it too. And I was like, oh, the hell. Yeah. So I don't know. Don't quote me on it because I think I saw it. I'm not 100% on it. Again, don't quote me. But yeah, I definitely do like that we do get a remake of it with a new art, with a little bit polished art style. It's gonna take maybe it may take me a minute to get used to because it is a remake. It is gonna be polished. It is gonna be a little bit better. I think once I see the first episode, I think I'll get used to the art style a little bit better because when you see, like, with me is like I'm not super like, and I feel like I'm contradicting myself here, which I'm really not, but just hear me out. Like, art style to me is gotta be I'm not really like the hit and miss situation of art style, but there are certain things that like will like stick to me, like if you switch between goes 2D to 3D and everything else. I think I said this before in previous episodes, that like it can work. It can be a hit and miss situation. This one doesn't do the 2D 3D art style, so it doesn't do that. It looks more polished. So I think like being so polished is like it's a good thing, but I feel like it's going to get to a point where it's going to be a little too much. And like as I look at it, because as I look at this trailer, it looks good. I'm like, and I'm not saying I'm not going to watch this whatsoever. Like we haven't had one in a very long time since the original and everything else. But I'm just saying, at this point, it's like you're polishing it, like trying to make it look brand spanking new, like a brand new anime. Like we never seen this before, but people who have seen it before knows what it is. It's just like, okay, we're trying to cater to the new audience, which is fine, and I have nothing against that. It's just, I mean, we're at this point where it looks good. I'm definitely gonna check it out. I feel like it's gonna get to the point where it's like when the polish becomes way too much, and we're seeing it every single episode. When it becomes too much, it's gonna like kind of push me away just a tad. But at the end of the day, I'm still gonna watch it regardless. So I'm just taking it from that perspective. So, but other than that, guys, that is it. We're almost at the 2-hour mark. Like getting close there. That's surprising. Usually I do like 1 hour and a half, so almost close to 2. So, but before we go, let's I'd like to thank Vito definitely coming in. Got our good co-host. He's been entertaining himself by grabbing cores and pulling things and want to play with a Pokeball and everything else. And yeah, with a mouth in his head, and he's just being him, like he does. And like I said, so before we go, Vito, what we got going?
Let's see, Stormcast tomorrow at 7.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
Yep, that's pretty much. So yeah, so there's that. So, anything on video versus news or music? Sorry, I say anything on
Say again?
the video versus music. Like,
No.
gotcha. I had to ask. So yeah. So as for me, like I said on the Stormcast last week, definitely like I said, I should be doing some. Actually, I'm gonna do some pre-recordings. I'm gonna try to work on them this weekend. On the new channel, which is called Noonami World, which is going to be focusing on like if I'm basically on the Sandstorm show or the Suncast or Beetleverse or Beetleverse music or anything like that, or any me playing an hour, and it's literally going to be me playing an hour of these demos of games that are coming out that are already out or that are not out yet. Because as you know now, going forward with new games with demos, you can actually take the original games, take the original files, and actually put them to the main. So, like for prime example, with Umeria, I played the crud out of it and literally was a little bit overpowered and pretty much transferred it over and still overpowered. So there you go. So you get to see me play and kind of get my opinions on those whatsoever. So definitely check out that. As for the Nono Dojo, the game I have not got a chance to start streaming that I've been trying to start because I've been playing it off stream and I'm mad after saw 2 trophies. Silk Song. So I'll be definitely going to be trying to work on playing Silk Song, streaming it finally. I'm hoping this weekend I can try, but I'm still trying to wrap my head over 2 of these trophies, and I'm like, they're speedrun trophies. There are 2 speedrun trophies, and I saw them like, are you serious? You're really giving me 2 speedrun trophies? There's no way in the world. One of them is actually you have to beat the game within 5 hours, and then the other one is like you have to beat the game within 30 hours. So no way in the world I'm actually going to do either of those 2, because how big the map is ridiculous. There's no way. If I was going to speedrun it, I'm going to need, like, if I, and I say this in my head, if I do a second playthrough with everything I have automatically, then it's a possibility. But if I had to do everything all over again, get everything all over again, there's no way in the world. So I will see what happens when I beat the game normally without streaming it, and I'll make a decision on that. That could be what I may do for the stream. Is I have to do a speed run. There's no way in the world. So there's that. So yeah, stay tuned to that. I haven't, like I said, stay tuned for this weekend. I'll see where we'll do that. But as for Noonami for next week's episode, I kind of have a name in my head, but I had to talk with Vito on that one because we had talked about something off what we have planned for the next episode. Sandstorm will definitely will show up for the next episode because he will actually come in and tell us a little bit more about the Demon Slayer movie. So definitely check that out. So we'll definitely listen to that. And to final little announcements we did. So as you guys know, I'm getting, like I said, I have 1. Now I'm gonna have 2. We have a second one. We know what it is. It's a boy. So we have another boy on the way. Yep. So, and we do have the name too. So definitely stay tuned. So if I don't show up as much often when the second one is born, just understand I'm just being prepared and everything else for number 2. Oh, he's gonna have a brother. He's gonna have fun. Yeah, we're gonna see how that plays out. So we'll see how this. Until then, guys, we'll catch you on the next one. Until then, have a good one. Peace.